Are you practicing good branding as a business owner, converting your fans into actual buyers? Do you want to spend less money and reach a more qualified audience on Facebook? Let's hear from Creative Director Miranda, Miranda Creative. You're watching YBL TV. Maria, how can businesses spend less money to reach a more qualified audience?
Sure. Well, the first step is, of course, they want to get the more qualified population with their efforts to start with. Okay. So what does that mean? Remember how we used to know logically to run an ad that appealed to women on the bridal pages for Sunday papers? The same thing applies within the choices within social media. We know that young men, younger male profiles are more active users on Twitter than they are on Facebook. And female demographic is more active on Facebook. So start by selecting your social media appropriately for your target population as a first step.
How do we convert our fans into actual buyers?
Sure. That's a good question. I think everyone should ask themselves that question before they even begin the process, right? How do we convert our followers into actual buyers? Okay. First thing, make sure that they know what they need to know about you. They may be following you on Facebook, but do they know your website? Do they know how to be able to access your menu? Do they know what you have for hours or what promotions you're having? Any special offers? Often people assume that Facebook followers already know this information and have no content on their Facebook page to reinforce that.
I understand on average it's running about 50 cents per new fan acquiree. Tell me more.
Sure. So, everyone wants to get new fans, more likes, more followers, and they think that they can do it strictly organically. It means if I do good posting, more people will see it and more people will come on board. Actually, 50%, one half of all new fans acquired every year are the results of Facebook ads, specifically Facebook ads that show a social function. So Miranda likes the Connecticut wine trail. It shows up on your feed. You say, oh, Maria and I have a lot in common. I'm going to follow what she likes because we also like the same things. 50% of all new fans acquired by pages happen because of those ads, and they pay to place those ads.
So people are acquiring these new fans by paying for them and getting their message in front of them.
Sure.
Why?
Sure. I mean, not only are they paying for those fans, they're also paying to get the content in front of the fans they bought to start with, right? And everyone may say, oh my goodness, that sounds so unorganic, unsocial media. But the second part of the word in social media is media. Right? So, you would pay to buy a mailing list years ago, to put it on an envelope and to do something in the mail to someone. It's the same philosophy, just a different form of media. It's not going to be something you're going to get organically. And promoted posts, what you're talking about, getting the message out in front of people, is the second half of that. Because people look at Facebook on their phones, their mobile devices, only 15% of the content shared by businesses is going to be seen within the window of time a person is viewing Facebook on their phones or happen to be at their computers. If they want to get the other 85% of the time, they've got to pay to have the post repeated to make sure that that user sees it.
How can we target users with mobile phones using our advertising on Facebook?
Sure. I'm really happy to share that Google Chrome recently integrated something within the ad manager on Facebook that if you're organizing your ads using Google Chrome, up will appear a thing called a Power Editor. And within that view, you will have the option for being able to select sharing my promoted post, exposing my ad strictly to mobile users and also by their mobile devices. So if you know that, say, your profile is more Mac users, you can appeal to Mac phones. More Droid users, you can appeal to them. Okay? Very, very effective. But using it through Google Chrome.
Rocket Shop Cafe, Michael Harmon. I understand he's been one of 4 individuals, companies that you picked up last December, I believe, and he's done some really good work.
Sure. I'd say I'm incredibly proud of Michael Harmon and the Rocket Shop Cafe. You picked right up on that. We volunteered and took 4 bars and nightclubs under our wing this past year under a promotion for a nightclub and bar show. They entered on their website and shared with us their challenges. And we picked 4 of them. We picked a social club in Florida, no physical location but gathers on Fridays. We picked a family restaurant group in the Mystic, Connecticut area, We picked Michael Harmon's group because he is a NASCAR-based bar right off an airport in Bakersfield, California. And we picked a wine and beer garden in Arizona. So he has been the most compliant. He came to us the earliest. He's been the most compliant and supportive of the process, and he's doing phenomenally well. He now knows how to use hashtags, which are Twitter search functions, how to tag things in both posts. He's using a social media manager called Hootsuite, and very wonderful. He had a dip in numbers in 2012. He's back up above his 2011 numbers using social media. So the efforts have actually paid off at the register, which is the best part of the process. Not just about growing fans, but growing business.
Speaking of Hootsuite versus Sprout Social, what are some of the differences?
Sure. Well, we used to be very particular fans of Sprout Social. It was only $9 a month, and it had the best analytics we had seen in any resource. First of all, those two items are called an audience management platform. So they were able to organize all your social media in one place and broadcast and plan your scheduled post. Now we're referring more people to Hootsuite. They remained at that $9 a month threshold, which is what most small businesses can afford. And Hootsuite integrated both LinkedIn and Google+. And Google Plus is very important in social media because Google Plus pages equals Google search results for the map. You know how you do a search result? You see map location, visit website, call them. You need to have a Google Plus page for that Google map and location to be most effective. And therefore you need to broadcast your social content on that resource. Brings us back full circle to Hootsuite.
We've got Vine, I understand, and Toot.
Yes. So, I love the ability now to be able to share videos. I think videos are going to be very key moving to 2013 and 2014 because phones can support it, like devices like that wonderful name badge you are wearing today can support video imagery. The Vine, a Twitter product, does 6 seconds. Tout does 15 seconds. I think that Vine's going to be the winner. I think you can get what you need to say out in 6 seconds when it comes to a promotion on Twitter. And, you can pour a beer, you can show your sign, you can say a special value for an offer, and that's all you need to do. It's going to make a big difference.